Hi Year 6, it's Wednesday and it's our rest of the week for writing. Now this is our last piece of writing we're doing for this term, based around our topic of volcanoes. Now this is a creative bit of writing you're going to be doing over the next 3 days. And as you can see from the slide, it's all about escaping the volcano. All right, a really exciting creative piece of writing which we are asking you to do. All right. Now you're going to be using your knowledge about volcanic eruptions, and you're going to imagine that you were on the island when a volcano was just about to erupt, and you're writing about how you have escaped or you've tried to escape from that volcanic eruption. All right. So it says on this one, for today, you're going to be planning it. All right, and you can use any method you would like to plan your creative writing. It may be that you do sort of a spider diagram thing. You may split your page into maybe 4 or 5 sections and plan what you may be writing in each of those sections. All right, and it says, look at the stages of an eruption on the following slide. Also refer to what you already know about the eruptions of St. Helens and Wakari. All right, now this page just goes through the stages of the actual eruption itself. And so we can see that there's a preparation phase, there's an explosion, and there's the eruption that ends. All right, so you're going to be thinking to yourself that you are on that island and the preparation phase is happening. All right, to start off with, and then it builds up to the explosion part of it, and then at the end of the eruption. And you're going to be doing a creative piece of writing based on you trying to escape it. Now, what's going to really help you while doing this is using your senses, all right? Because that's going to greatly enhance the atmosphere, the setting, and character description. So when you're planning it, think about what can you see, what can you feel, what can you hear, what can you sense, right? What are your emotions at particular parts? Now, if we think about it, when you're first on the island, your emotions, you'll probably be really happy, excited, because you're going to go and see the volcanic crater. But your emotions will change, right, once you realize that something's not quite right and the volcano is going to erupt. All right? And that's what you need to show within your writing, how your emotions will be changing throughout that piece of creative writing. Now, there's no set limit. How many paragraphs? How long should it be? It's for you to decide, all right? But if you use your senses and emotions, you'll be able to really write or plan a creative thing to show atmosphere, to show setting, and to show you as a character as well, all right? So that's what I would like you to be having a go at. Now, some more guidelines for today's planning is, why are you there? What are you doing? What was the purpose of your visit? Who are you with? Right? Because that will help you with the dialogue that you are going to be including. When did you first realize the volcano was going to erupt or was erupting? What was your first reaction? What do you do next? All right? And so on. Now, it doesn't need to be an endpoint that you escape the island or something like that. You can leave it at a place where maybe you're getting the reader to think, oh, what could have happened next? Right? But a few things here I want you to think about. You're going to need to include dialogue. You're going to need to create an atmosphere, create a character description of you and the other characters on the island, and create a setting description as well. What can you see? How can you describe that? All right, in a creative piece of writing. All right, use your senses to help you out with that, because that is going to be really beneficial. Setting description. What does it look like? What's there? How does it sound? What feeling do you get? All right. You need to create a vivid picture of your setting for the reader. They don't know what it looks like. You need to create that for them in their head. All right. Now, I think that's the slide. Brilliant. So that's just for today. So for today, you are just thinking about planning for your creative piece of writing. All right. Take the time. Try and get as much detail in as possible. Now, we talked about characters a bit earlier on. Don't have too many characters in there because otherwise it gets a little bit too complicated. All right, so I would say maybe 3 characters at the most, you being the main one, and you may have a couple of friends there. All right, what I'd like you to think about is how are you describing the island? How are you describing those characters? Use those senses, use that emotion to help you out. And you're going to be using those, all your notes and plan for tomorrow's lesson. So enjoy it, children. Use your knowledge. Make it really exciting. Make it tense. All right. You may want to write down a list of particular choices of vocabulary which you would really like to use within this piece of writing. Right. Good luck for today, children. I will see you for tomorrow's English session. Bye, everyone.